Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Hey, set! Let me two! Check it, reload! 72!
To the air right away is Brady. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down. The Ravens at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
72! Fire!
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Hey! Hey, 22! Hey, 70!
After the interception, here's Stafford. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story all night.
Finding room at midfield, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, there's a well-thrown football, and that's helped the game right there.
50. 40 got! 59! Middle!
Again, it's Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Deontay Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense a film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Monday. Drill right, 22. Double right.
Now Stafford. That's going to be caught. It's Jerome Myers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
59! Alert! White.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And finding the tight end Hooper. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
22! Alert!
They'll run with Gibson, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Set.
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Hey, 50. Hey, easy. And middle. Look at him.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's caught by Myers. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Set.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near
22.
midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, give me a radar.
Back to throw, Stafford. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Omaha, ready, move. 0. Hey. 53. Ready.
Stafford on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 50. Hey, 54.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jacoby Myers, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charlie, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well. They're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. Make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hey, Alabama. Let's go. No, 66. Hey, 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Does look like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Shadow! Regular! 53 Linda!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Okay. 32. 10. 0.
On first down, Stafford here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Got to assume this defense will be charging
21.
again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Easy, alert. 32.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Zero. 11. Hey, 22. Hey, 70. Alert.
Stafford now to throw. Open man is Myers. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready, set.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check it. Alert. Grip. Got him.
Now Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So
22.
You go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Panthers are able to widen their lead in this first half.
McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
0. 11. Middle. Omaha, red blue. 32. Look at
Here's Stafford. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry! Real right, double right! Hey, red! Hey, 5-0! 59! Alert!
Now Stafford. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
White! Hey! Zero! Hey, 50! And middle!
To the air again, Stafford. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his
radar.
arm. But he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
53! Ready!
Here's Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team more defense to get in their face right now. Might have fired to these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Zebra! 21!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Hey, 70! 59! Hey!
To throw is Stafford. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Monday.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
32. White. 11. Hey, 22.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford has got Hooper on the short connection. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Sugar!
Here's Brady to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Real right. Omaha, ready to move. 22. Stay 50.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
A little touchdown, Carolina. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
50.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brady now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
32.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Big 20. Monday.
On 1st down at Stafford.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Set. 10. Drill right. 22. Double right. Hey, red.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Set. 59. Hey, 5-0. 59. Alert. White.
Throwing is Stafford. Open man right side, Myers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
0. Hey, 50. And middle.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back.
Set.
Gibson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
53. Ready.
2nd down and goal. Stafford. Forced it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Set.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Like 7.
Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Fights through him, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Shadow!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Brady to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
50-50.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 54. Hey. Okay.
Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Set. 10. Zebra. Stay 50. 21.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set. Middle. Alert. Easy, alert. Middle. 50.
Throwing here, Stafford. Man is Myers.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
21. Alert. Omaha, ready move.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
He's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Brady going to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Gano the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
Stafford going to throw it.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're